Out of all the comments we get, I would say 90 to 95% of them are very positive. But there are some very negative ones out there. And oftentimes the negative comments we get are specifically aimed at us worshiping God. And they oftentimes come from people who don't believe in God. And for some reason, the fact that I believe in God makes them very angry. Oftentimes in my response to these comments, I will just simply quote Romans 1:22. But I'm going to start off with Romans 18, where it says, "For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men, who suppress the truth in unrighteousness. Because what may be known of God is manifest in them, for God has shown it to them." So really what this is saying is God has shown himself to everybody. And then it goes on to say, "For since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so they are without excuse." So here we are again talking about this idea that God has shown himself to everybody. His invisible attributes are clearly seen. I oftentimes feel sorry for people that don't know God, because when you know God and you actually look for his invisible attributes, it blows me away the things that God does. God truly cares about the little things in your life. In this channel, we take prayer requests, and we do that because God has asked us to put this at the end of every video, and we're going to obey that. And what we have seen is miracles, not just in our own lives, but in other lives around the world. It goes on to say, "Because although they knew God, they did not glorify him as God, nor were thankful, but became futile in their thoughts, and their foolish hearts were darkened." And this is really what's happened, is God has put himself in every single person's heart. Even when I was a little kid, I just knew that there was a God. I was raised in a house that didn't really go to church. We went on like Christmas and Easter and stuff, but that was really about it. So really what it comes down to is God showed himself to me, and I found him, and I see him everywhere. So, if you don't believe in my God, I get it. You don't have to, but don't criticize me for the things that I see with my own eyes on a daily basis. Because it goes on to say, "Professing to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the incorruptible God into an image made like corruptible man." And that's really what you've done, is you have turned the glorious images of God into just things that you think you've done. And when it comes down to it, if that's the way you want to live, go ahead. Because that's really what these comments are coming from. Is they're coming from a place of people seeing God, knowing he's there, but for some reason it just makes them angry and they just can't take it anymore. So they got to lash out at God, family, and guns about it. Know God. If you don't know God, you don't have to. I'm not going to make you. The bottom line is the greatest gift that God has ever given to us is freedom. And oftentimes people ask, well, if God, there really is a God, why are there so many terrible things out there? Why do we even need guns? The bottom line is freedom. And with freedom comes responsibility. And a lot of people have unchecked freedom. They go about the earth behaving the way they want to behave, and what comes natural to them is sinful, lustful, violent, terrible things. And if they act on those things, guys like me need a gun. So there you go. I hope you like this video. I hope it answers that question for you. This channel is called God, Family, and Guns. I think we're probably going to talk about God every now and then. So if you don't like it, go to a different channel, I guess. But if you do like it, or even if you don't like it, but you're entertained by this somehow, or somehow hopefully you find God in it, we love you just the same, and we are praying for you, and you're very welcome to leave a prayer request. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. You can also now find us on Facebook under God, Family, and Guns. But by far the most important part of this YouTube channel is it really is a ministry to us, and we really will pray for you. So please don't ever hesitate to send that stuff in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.